Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness. I am coming at you solo today. I don't think have I ever done a solo podcast? And you know what? It is so interesting. So, Alicia, we were supposed to record, yes, together. And I don't know if you followed her drama, going in Toronto and then Air Canada offering her a refund because they might go on strike this weekend. She's like, "Girl, I cannot do this podcast with you. Like, I need to leave for Toronto." And I'm like, "You know what? I have been kind of curious and dreaming of a solo podcast, like, and I mean, guys, it literally is just because I want to like talk my face off. I just want to be in your ears. This is for me. This is therapy for me. This is how I therapize myself. I just talk about all the things that are on my mind. And I do this every Friday with our members, like within your weight loss. But sometimes it's like I want to do like a lot of it, and I don't I want to do it more often. And I only honestly, okay, this is me being honest, like I don't want to do it on social media anymore. Like it's like I don't want to do it in my stories because I don't want like replies. Or no, it's not that I don't want replies. It's like I don't need them. I don't need validation. I just like want to talk at someone. So this is me doing it that way. And you know what though? Like if you enjoy this podcast, if you're like, oh, that was really fun to listen to. I mean, I do enjoy that kind of feedback. But here's the thing, whenever I say how I feel and or I'm like kind of contemplating things or flirting with things, people want to give me advice. And if you know me to my core, if you have been following us for a long time, Alicia would be like, Josie does not want your advice. And she is not wrong. And it might make me sound like, I don't know, cold or whatever. Listen, if I want advice, trust me. Trust me. I have people I go to for advice. I'm like, hey, I want advice for my outfit. I want whatever. But it's like, it's not from everyone. And so sometimes lately on social media, not lately, like the last fucking 3 years, I'm just like less talking and just more showing this is my life, this is what I'm doing. I like to be funny here and there. You guys really enjoyed my story of eating tuxedo cake. That was good. And but I still am Jose that has a lot to say and is still working on herself and is doing her thing, but I'm just sharing more. Okay, here's the thing, it's more of a safe space. So with my members at Your Weight Loss, I feel safe of just like I go blah and they take it in and most people enjoy it. So you guys are my safe space. I'm in your ear. I don't even know who listens to this. It's not like Instagram stories. I don't feel safe in Instagram stories because here's the thing. Some people are probably watching my Instagram stories with a negative intention. I don't think anyone that has negative intentions is listening to my podcast. Like that they don't go that far. They just, you know what I mean? Okay, so I am full of energy. I asked you guys if you had anything to ask me, and you definitely did. But before we get to those questions, I had something to say on my own without your questions. I wanted to talk about alignment because I had a few conversations lately of people saying they want something. Now, most of the time, it is weight loss and it is, better habits, better lifestyle. And I hate even saying better because honestly, listen, this is not for me to choose that a lifestyle where you aren't living in an obese body or a lifestyle where you are working out and all of those like very social societal pressures that we have to like work out and be thin and be healthy and like hormones and protein and whatever. You guys know my opinion on that and I am all about like you do you and I am a big you do you because I do me hard. I do me hard. Oh, does that sound good? I really do. I have my back. I think I'm awesome. I'm my bestest friend and I don't talk shit about myself and I don't think that I'm not doing enough and I don't think that I'm not eating enough protein and I don't question myself on my choices because I am present with every choice I make. My voice is loud with how I spend my time. And if I don't like it, I then talk to myself about it. It's no one else's fault. It's no one else's responsibility for me to be happy and for me to spend time doing shit I want to do. So I'm getting these messages. So this is more about weight loss, but like not really, because I think this is life because we relate it to weight loss, but ultimately it's how you're living your life. Like losing weight is going to come down to how you're living your life and how you're spending your time and your money. So if you are not getting the results that you want in life, and I'm talking happiness, relationships, body, physical health, mental health, if you are not getting the results of life that you want, I think that's like a red alert. Like just like ew, okay, come boo, 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 boo. Like fucking do something. Like okay, so we're gonna come back to like living the life that you want, but here's the thing: people want the like magic, and there's multiple times that people say this in my stories, and it's like, how can I make myself want better for myself? Is literally the question. Whether it's like, how can I make myself want to be happier? How can I make myself want to do the things to be thinner so that apparently I'll be happier? Like, how can I make myself want, to be healthy and to do the things that I keep saying that I want? And I think that here's the thing: you want the result, you don't want the things. You don't want to do the things, which is very common, right? Um, but I don't even want to talk about results. I want to talk about like life. If you are not living the life that you want, okay? If you are not living the life that you want and you're not understanding why you're not showing up for yourself and you don't have your back and you don't, and it's going to sound cheesy and you're going to be like, it can't be that simple. Guys, if someone is simple, c'est moi, okay? It is literally, it always comes down to self-love. It always comes down to self-love. And I'm not talking like self-love, like, oh, love my arms, love my nose, love my life, love, no, I'm talking deep, real shit love. Like, I always say this at my conference, right? Which is La Femme qui s'aime. We know what it feels like and looks like and what it takes to love, what it looks like, okay, what it smells like, all of it. So I can be like in a room of 100 people, and I'm like, can someone tell me, okay, what we do for someone we love? And people raise their hands, and we're all on the same page. Like everyone's on the same page. Everyone's nodding. Everyone's saying, like, you have that person's back. You don't judge. You prioritize that relationship. Like you prioritize time, learning more about that person and like talking to that person, like, how are you? How are things? You actually like really care. You would have that person's back if someone else was talking shit about the person that you love. You'd be like, well, I think that like maybe you don't know this person, or they didn't mean to, or it must have been a weird day. Like you would have that person's back. You would drop everything and prioritize if they needed you. Like you would be present. You would be aware of that relationship. You would be nourishing it. That is what true love is. And often, if you have children, these are the first people you would think of, right? So if I think of like Noah and Dia, how do I show my love? It's like no judgment, really want to understand them, really curious about their day. Like I really, like if they were to say, like, I had a shitty day, I care about that. I'm like, oh my God, tell me more. But if I see like my neighbor at Sobeys and she's like, I've had a shitty day, I'm like, you should talk to someone who is in your space that all together, and also they should go for help. But like, you get what I mean? Like, I am not the person, your random, Sobeys in the same aisle person to be talking about your issues. There, you need to find someone, right? And okay, so what I'm saying right now is that we're all on the same page. We know what it feels like to really love someone. We know what it takes. We don't know, like, it's not like society's like, I don't know. I don't know what it looks like to love someone. Like, I think that people know what they would do for someone they love. So all you have to do is start doing the exact same things for yourself. For yourself. You have your back. Someone talks shit about you, you have your back. You're like, no, I am an amazing person. Those were not my intentions. I know this. I know me. I love me. No, this is not, So you wouldn't like, let's say someone talks shit about Dia. Like they're like, oh, like she was so rude. And I'd be like, you must have had a bad experience. Like that is not how she is usually. And also I wouldn't just be like, oh, now that those are my thoughts about Dia now. Absolutely not. I don't change my opinion because a stranger tells me what their opinion is of Dia. Think about how many times you've changed your opinion of yourself when a stranger had an opinion on you. How you question your own opinion about your own person just because a stranger says something. That's ridiculous. Self-love, true love, you wouldn't question it, right? Okay. So, how am I going to finish this for the people that are not doing the things they say they want and they don't want the results of their life? Is self-love is the focus right now. It's not faking it. It's not like you can't fake love. Like it comes naturally. It's what you want. You need to start working on your relationship with yourself. Once you have that core relationship with yourself, it is not selfish. When people think that they're being selfish, I'm telling you, I've never been so available for the people that I love because I love myself so much. And when you love yourself so much, you have your back. So you don't think negative things about yourself. So it's actually like you never think that you're selfish because you love yourself. I would never think that someone I love is selfish because I love them and I try to understand them and I try to uh not judge them. Okay? So that is my answer for that question. Okay. So with that being said, someone is asking, hilarious. Okay, so someone is asking fashion inspo. Don't know what that means. I do not think I'm fashionable. Now, I do know that I like to be loud in my look. Just look at my glasses. I'm not afraid of that. It's actually a part of my personality. So I think that you can't like, how can I say this? Um, I think that we, unless you're trying not to, if you're hiding the way you are, so you got to love your loudness, right? Again, self-love. So I don't think my loudness is bad, right? I actually love my loudness. I think it's one of my strengths. Like I definitely have things that I need to work on, and then that for me, I see that as a strength. So I think that my fashion is very simple. It's very much a workout outfit. And I do love some good outfits that are comfortable. And I don't shy away from color and just loudness. I'm very much like I like attention, and I know that it's very much a Leo trait. And so I think that you need to go within and find your personality and be like, how can I match my outside to my personality inside, right? And I'm also like not worried about people's opinion because remember, I don't want people's opinion. I don't want other people's opinion a lot. It's very rare that I'm going to ask another human what they think of my glasses or my wigs or like I don't, you know what I mean? Like I just got my outfit for Lady Gaga. And I sent a video to Jeff just to be funny. And he's like, wow, my eyes hurt. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot. And so if you don't have that self-confidence and if you don't like fully love what you have to give, that's gonna hurt, you know? And it did not hurt. I was like, ooh, that's actually a good sign if it hurts your eyes, you know? Because I am not the same as Jeff. I mean, you guys know that. We're so different. And it can feel like someone's doing it right and someone's doing it wrong, and no one is. I think that's the part, right? We have to be so in tune with our own lives and be like, I'm not doing anything wrong, and he's not doing anything wrong. He's being himself. That's his personality, very safe, very secure, very much calm. Don't look at him. And I'm like, please look at me. So obviously we're not going to choose the same kinds of outfits. Okay. And it can definitely bring conversations in a relationship when you're that different. But when you have such self-love, like he loves his way, I love my way, I don't need him to love my way. And he doesn't need me to love his way either, which is, I think, our strength as a couple. Um, okay, so that's like fun talk. Now we're getting more into like, oh, okay, wait. Okay, wait. I need to say this. We're gonna start. I want to talk in September because again, you know how like everything I'm going through kind of goes into my membership and into my life, and you guys will see it. But like everything that I'm going through as a human is what I want to bring, and that it's related to my growth as a woman. I bring it into your weight loss, and you might be like, "How is that?" Because obviously I haven't tried to lose weight in a very long time. I'm not on a weight loss journey. But here's the thing, we need to talk and think about over like once the weight loss journey is over, like what do we work on and how do we keep growing and how do we make our weight loss journey such a good and powerful, valuable journey in our lives? Because that's what I did with my weight loss journey, right? It became very much a healthy thing. Physically and mentally. And that is what I'd like every woman's journey to be. And I understand that I am not in charge of that. I just show I show what I'm learning. I show my growth. I share my growth with my members, and those that want to follow, follow. But I am not responsible for those who really take the diet culture route. It's just so loud out there. So you need to be following and working on that mindset if you don't want to end up in diet culture world, because it's just so loud. Um, and so I want the program in September to be about alignment and working and living a life that feels aligned. And one girl was like, I just don't understand how you get to be so in tune and intuitive with your eating and whatever. She's like, I'm just not there. And I'm like, you're just not there. That's just what it is. But also, if you keep wanting a result, wait, if you keep wanting a different result than the wants that you want every day in regards to your behavior. So you want these behaviors because you keep choosing them. You keep overeating. You keep not moving your body. You keep these habits and these behaviors. You want them. That these are the ones you're doing. So you want them, and they don't match the life that you want or the results that you want, because results are life. So it's not resulting in the life that you want. Okay. There is a conflict of want. There is a conflict of want. You say you want this, but you really want this, and they are conflicting, and that is not a life that is aligned. And so the reason why I can not track anything, I don't want to count calories. I don't want to count protein. I want to live a life free of that. I am trying really hard to heal diet culture. So I am just shutting out that noise because that is my focus. Maybe it's not yours. I want to be in tune. I want to live a life that's aligned. And the reason why I keep choosing things, I want the behaviors that give me the life I want. Isn't that the dream? I want the behaviors that come with the life that I'm getting. Isn't that amazing? That is a life that is aligned. Okay, that was my little pep talk about alignment. So I'm going to give a course on how to do that. I really feel ready. I really feel like I'm crushing it on that end. And I want to help people kind of start that, like, how can I really be aligned with my inner self? So that'll be my program that I'll be giving within the membership, and kind of like flirting with that, because that is something that really lights me up. Like, I want to see an inner shift in our members. So if you are not interested in weight loss, but you're interested in that, like that, just be a part of your weight loss. We'll have access to that. Okay. Someone's asking, starting a business in your hometown. What are the challenges, the tips, do's and don'ts? Like entrepreneur stuff. Listen, to be honest, here's the thing. I am not starting a business in my hometown in 2025. So I started in 2012, 2011. So that was a different life, like a different time. And I was a different person. And humans were different, and what they had access to was different. What humans wanted was different. So I'm going to more talk about, I don't know what I would do right now if I were to want to start a business. There's so much, like, I don't want to say competition, because I like don't, not that I don't believe in competition, but there's only so many of the same exact service or same exact product. And it's like, I don't want to sell products. I want to attract people. I want to attract the people that want what I have to give as a service, right? I don't sell products, I sell a service. But for me, it's like I sell coaching, I sell mindset, I sell a life, an idea, kind of like a belief system, because I think that it can really change your life. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, everyone needs to do this or eat this or whatever. Like, I think you need to figure out that shit. Like, you guys know me. Okay. So entrepreneur stuff. Wait, what was the other question? Tips, do's and don'ts. I struggle with that. You know, I struggle with that, you guys. I struggle with being like, I would need more info. I would need to know what you're selling and why and what's the outcome you want out of this. Is it like, financial freedom? Is it time freedom, like more time doing what you want? I also want to be super transparent and honest. Like, I started a business and it was very successful and it kept being successful. And I was so grateful that that was my story. But I also know that, like, I can't sit here and be like, well, my way was so good, so just repeat it. Like, it might not work for you. And that's why I struggle with like advice of any kind, because even if I try to give you relationship advice, like if there's another human involved, and what I do with my husband might not work with your husband. Actually, it won't. What I'm trying to come up with or to inspire you with is more of the idea of you're important and to listen within, and that I really think that all I want is for you to live life with no regrets and no resentment and no guilt. Isn't that like that's all I want? And that's going to look different. I don't know why I want this for humans, but I really want this for humans. I don't want humans to be thinner. I'm like, oh my God. We need to be, really focused more on how we're living our lives. And I have changed a lot. And I know that you guys see it. And so for me, like that, I think you need to listen within, and it needs to be like when I started Your Way Weight Loss, I never thought it would become what it became, especially in the 2020s and 2021 and 2022. Those were our biggest years. Um, my businesses are pure passion, and you guys feel it. My services, and whether that's at my studio, which I own a studio, which is another local business, for me, it's passion. It's Jose passionate. Okay, like that is it's just me being like, I really love this. I'm good at it, and I think I can help people be happier. Like that's even the same thing for Soul Studio. Like I have been a spin instructor for 15 years. I've only owned my own studio for 3.5, but I had been for 12 years an instructor and had helped people love the sport as much as I do. I feel like when I love something, there must be someone out there that loves it as much as I do. And I love human connection. So I guess my advice or my tip is make sure that you're listening to you and not to others. I also think there's a lot of noise out there, and I think I want you to look more within for everything, even weight loss, even relationships. Like, I think we need to look more within, and we need to make sure that we watch how we're getting advice, because on social media, everyone is selling something to you all the time. And I just feel like, I don't know, I don't want to be that for you. That's not who I want to be in your life. That's not what I want people to think about when they think of me. So that is my starting a business inspo. Now, I often think about like businesses all the time. My dad's an entrepreneur, my brother's an entrepreneur. Like I feel like I'm a good business owner. I think that about myself. However, I need sometimes to slow myself down because there's also this part of me that wants to live more. And when you own a business, it's like, and especially a small business, like I own two small businesses, right? Where I'm very much involved in the business. My presence is important. It's a part of it. I'm not like just, doing nothing and I should put Walmart, where like I'm sure the CEO or the person that started Walmart is not at the cash, you know what I mean? So like I think it's important to like, is it a small business, and is this for you to like feel passion and like have more purpose in your life? And again, not just to make money and like have that like kind of entrepreneur dream. I don't have that dream. I don't dream of being big and known everywhere. Like I am just doing my life. I want to have an impact, and I think I am on a smaller scale, on a more personal scale, and I get to know people personally, which if you know me, you know that that's what I love. Same for like Let's Get Loud. Like Let's Get Loud is its own entity, like our show. That is very shows of passion. Like if you are at that show, like that is the happiest, like that is the best night of of my life, like of every year, like that night I get to sing and I get to be in a room full of women and I get to like smell you and I get to, so that's my personality. That's like things that I love. And so you can't fake that. That's literally who I am. It's a part of me. And so I plan those, I create those things that I'm like, when do I shine? When do I feel happiest? And it's when I have a microphone and I get to either sing or talk. Like right now, you can feel my passion through this topic. I do really love to talk. We all know this about me. And I love to just say what I have to say and have an opinion. And it's like I want to attract people that are attracted to me and like it and then have meaningful conversations. Now, in the same breath, someone's asking me what's my relationship with money. And, I think she's probably asking that she might be a member because I've shared that this is what I'm working on right now. So I'm working on my relationship with money because I realized that when my business, like when, it's like I want, okay, wait. So I grew up in a privileged home. My parents made good money. Money has never been like an issue in my home. So I want to be honest with you because I don't want to sit here pretending like I know what it's like to like not sure if you're going to pay your bills. Like I don't live that life. And I grew up with that and then created, and I always say this, you guys, not everyone meets the person they're going to marry at 15 or 16 like Jeff and I and start there. And like Jeff is so like he's a financial wealth management. So he like obviously is very much like into that and that's a big part of like his personality and um yeah. So we definitely started early saving, being smart about money, to be honest. But we also had privileged lives where we could be smart about money anyways. But I still realized that I had so much to work on with my relationship with money because it was a big part of my like worth, like my self-worth. And just like how I looked or what I weighed had a big impact on my self-worth. And I healed all of that. I really did. I really did, you guys. Like oh man, I'm like so far in right now in like, I'm not afraid of weight gain and I just want to live my life. Money I've been working on for the past 2 years because I just don't want to always be hustling. So I've healed diet culture. I am currently healing hustle culture. I'm trying to not be caught up in what is out there. And I did get caught up in it for sure, and I've shared that. And so that's what I'm working on. And I want to like kind of like live my life and see where, and I don't think when you're healing hustle culture, it means that you become lazy and you don't work and you don't make money. It's just, there's a different relationship with it. It's like, I don't think when you heal diet culture, you just sit and, gain 100 pounds. Like, no, I think that you have standards and you have values. And I think that you attract results. You attract what you want. You make money differently. You move your body differently. Like there's just that it's that healthy relationship with yourself. So my relationship with money is getting better. It really is. And I am seeing my worth without it being attached to how much money I'm making. But I'm still working on that because that still is new to me. And so that is me being vulnerable on that front. And the last question is how did you get into the mindset or life work that you do? What started your journey? Okay, the life work I do, the mindset work I do, what got me started. So, honestly, you guys, and I'll say this, and I know not everyone's ready to listen to it, take my advice. And again, I'm like, see, correct? Like, I'm the person that's like, I never think like, oh, this person's not taking my advice. Come, they're not doing it the right way at all. I'm like, oh, they're just not ready. And this is if they are living without regret, without guilt, and without resentment, what else is there for them? Like, not everyone's going to have the same mindset and same life. They're not going to work on the same things. So I respect that. And I'm like, it's fine. It's when you are not happy. And when you are not, you're dealing with a lot of resentment in your relationships and in your life. And you feel like you're not being considered or important. And So honestly, the only way you ever get to the point where you are truly healing and living, I'll say, is when you have had the conversation with yourself that you're going to die one day. And I had never had that conversation with myself before 2023. Like never. I wouldn't even like it's not a fun conversation to have because we've been avoiding it a lot. And it's like it's that conversation you only have when you're older. Like, oh, that's not now. Don't think about that now. And we would say that to our kids. Now, we can all have different opinions, but when you create a good relationship with death, then you can talk about it more openly. It's like having a good relationship with money or with diet culture or whatever or your weight. You can be so much more open about it. You know, like, yeah, I gained weight and you have a good relationship with that. So it's not a big deal. So it's like me saying like, yeah, I'm going to die one day and so will you. And some people it really like almost offends them. And that's where I find that very interesting because death is not an opinion. Death is not a perspective. It's not like I believe in it and I don't. It's not like you might die and I might not. We will all die. And I think it's such an important conversation. So I think we cannot live fully until we have realized and fully understood and fully comprehended. And I think that like, okay, wait, I think we all know we're going to die. Like, I think we all know that. No one's like shocked by that. However, not a lot of people use that knowledge every single day. We know it, but we put it aside. It's like calorie deficit. I'm sorry. If you know it, you know a body loses weight at calorie deficit. Actually, that's the only difference is that some people don't believe in that. Whereas death, like, I'm sorry, if you don't believe that you're gonna die, you're gonna. But calorie deficit still has like an open conversation about it. But like, guys, you need to stop questioning it. Like every body loses weight through a calorie deficit. That is proof. However, it is different for everyone, blah, 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 depending on genetics and height and weight. And like there's so much, but still, it is how a body loses weight. Oh my God, let me shake you. Okay. So for me, it's like a lot of people know that. Doctors know it, nurses know it. But if do you use it every day? Do you use that knowledge every day for you to shut down the noise of like, I shouldn't eat a donut? It doesn't fucking matter. It's a donut. It's 300 calories. Do you want it? Do you not? If you don't want it, is it because of the sugar? Does sugar make you feel like shit? You need to figure out your life. Well, when it comes to life, a lot of people do not use their knowledge. That is fact, knowledge. You will die and you don't know when and you don't know how. Okay. And that can be scary. So we push it away. It is uncomfortable. And honestly, it is still a fact. Even if you don't like it, even if it's uncomfortable, it is still a fact. It is very true. And so for me, I don't want to hide it anymore. I want it to be at the core of my choices, at the core of how I live my life. And it is not easy because we get so sucked into human things and human worries and that they don't matter and we get sucked into like what people and it's like oh my God you're going to die and when you die for about 2 weeks a lot of people are going to be sad and then only like 10 is it really going to have an impact, for the rest of their life? And so they need a good mindset around your death. But the rest of the people are all gonna like carry on. They're gonna wake up every morning. It will not have an impact on their life that you are no longer here after about 2 weeks. It's like proven. And so I think it's important to realize that in our choices, like that everyone's just gonna move on and it really does not have an impact on the population that you're no longer here. So you being here is very like it's a very privilege every day. It's like every day I get to like I wasn't chosen to leave. I wasn't chosen to transition. I'm still here. I'm still here, and that is a privilege because not everyone will get that today. Someone will be shocked by dying today. Like that is just what it is. And so when you live that way, you cannot not be grateful or choose differently. Like you take your life seriously. And sometimes people are just like, oh, well, like it's like I don't I want this, but I'm not gonna go for it. I'm like, I just don't understand. I just don't I don't connect with that, that you don't do what you want. Like I just like stop, like no one's gonna do it for you. You know that. So what else is there to say? Like at the end of the day, you're choosing again, and that is regret, resentment, whatever. And I'm like, I don't know why you're choosing this. I don't know why you keep doing that. Like you're scared of who? Um, and where is your self-love? Where is it? How can we start building on it? And self-love, and if you're like, okay, Jose, like that's a great conversation. Tell us about how you can create self-love. Follow things. Like you take in so much content every single day. What are you reading? What are you looking at? What are you listening to? Who are you talking to? And if it does not add value to your self-love, to be honest, like, and what I mean self-love is like fueling you as a human. So like when I think of my day, like, first of all, I start, there's every single day, there is the joy of spinning. The joy of spinning comes to my life every single day. It is, it makes me so happy. Okay. It makes me so happy spinning. I can't even explain it. I mean, you see it, but like, it's like, how is this my life? Like, how is this exercise? There's loud music and we sing Total Eclipse of the Heart. And like, it's literally like, let's get loud on a very smaller scale every single day. So for me, a spin class gives me so much, whatever, dopamine, whatever. Okay. That like, it can't be avoided. It's like so amazing. Other than that, the things on my phone remind me that I only have one life. On Instagram, everything that I see is about, girl, you have one life, fucking live it, blah, blah, blah. Make sure your day is full of joy and things that fulfill you and whatever. It's like the reminder that I only have one life. So if your reminder every day is that you need more protein and you need to work out and you need discipline and you need whatever, that's heavy and you're probably doing none of those things. And then you feel like, where do I start? Start by loving your life. Start by following things that are about loving your life. And I guarantee